Martin has just been released in a 4K special edition box set from Second Sight. The 1976 George Romero horror film is one I'd never even seen before.
My name is Martin and I'm 84 years old. People think I'm crazy when I tell them how old I am, or else they think I'm some kind of ghost.
From the director of Night of the Living Dead, Martin, another kind of terror.
My expectations were sky high going into this. So, were they met? Well, let's find out. Martin is about our lead character of the same name moving in with his cousin. He arrives by train and on the way breaks into a woman's room and drugs her. This is how he incapacitates his victims. He lays with her unconscious body, Dahmer style, and then slits her arm open, drinking and bathing in her blood. It's a really disturbing sequence expertly shot and edited by Romero. So Martin meets his cousin, who looks a lot like Colonel Sanders, and they make their way home. Now Martin's cousin believes that Martin is a vampire, the victim of an ancient family curse. So is he a vampire? It's never clearly stated. I personally have my own theories, but I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll keep them to myself. But what is very clear is that this is one bleak and depressing film. Martin, vampire or not, has a sad existence, as do pretty much all the characters here. They are set against the backdrop of a crumbling and decaying city. Hey, there's Tom Savini in a small role. This was actually the first time he did makeup effects for George Romero, the beginning of a long, legendary relationship and friendship. Oh, and speaking of the cast, Lincoln Mazel, who plays the cousin, ended up dying at age 109. Was he a vampire? Crazy. Romero always liked to inject social commentary into his work, and Martin has that, with interesting stuff on drug addiction, sexual repression, and the destruction of the American dream. It's good stuff. Acting was fantastic all around, especially from John Amplas as Martin. It's really crazy to me that he didn't end up becoming a big star after this. He's that good. We also get George Romero himself here, playing a small role as a sleazy priest. He's great. Romero's editing and direction is fantastic, and Tom Savini's gore effects really deliver. Now Savini himself admits in the special features here that the fake blood doesn't look that great. It actually looks pretty similar to the blood used in the original Dawn of the Dead. But it didn't bother me. It was fine. The haunting and depressing score by Donald Rubinstein really brings everything together. Now the movie's not perfect. There is some pacing issues during the second half, but overall it's a fantastic and powerful film. Second Sight has restored Martin in 4K from the best available elements. I'd never seen this film before in any previous release, so I can't compare it in any way to those. But the movie presented here looks great. It's in its original full-frame aspect ratio, and the 16mm image looks solid. It's low budget and grainy, and some sequences look better than others. But overall it looks great with nice colors and clarity. The 16mm look really adds to the bleak 70s atmosphere. I didn't notice a huge difference between the 4K copy and the Blu-ray copy, although, as I'm discovering a lot lately, the 4K presentation did look just a tad too dark to me, but otherwise, both looked fine. The UK-based label, Second Sight, has released Martin in a limited edition 3-disc set. Now there's lots here, so let's dive right in. The thick, rigid slipcase includes the excellent original art. Inside, we've got 5 beautiful character art cards, illustrated by Adam Strothard. There's a thick 104-page book, chock full of brand new essays and interviews on the film. 3 discs are included here, a CD soundtrack of the film score, a 4K copy of the film, and a Blu-ray copy. Now the 4K disc is region-free, meaning that it will play in any 4K player, but the Blu-ray copy is region B locked, meaning that those in the US will need a region-free player to view it. This thing is loaded with a collection of new and old special features. We've got 4 audio commentary tracks, trailers, radio spots, a short film from Tony Buba, and 3 featurettes. Making Martin, a Recounting is a 9-minute vintage featurette from 2004. New to this release is a 17.5-minute interview with composer Richard Rubinstein, and last of all, a brand new 69-minute featurette on the making of the film. It includes interviews with many cast and crew members, and even has them take us on a location tour as well. The interviews are very candid and delve into every aspect of the film. It's just fantastic stuff. Martin is an excellent take on the vampire film from George Romero. It's really well done, and I highly recommend picking up this set. Now this particular set is a limited edition, so I'd pick it up while you can.